Hey everybody. I've been posting on Twitter and maybe some other sites about where I would about the Six Flags America closing down. Um I doubt it'll be sold. I doubt it'll be saved. I mean sold to a new owner. So now it's kind of time to play Zimmerman, and some of us are speculating where some rides will go, so I'm I'm not someone to ignore trends, so I'll do that. I'm gonna go in order according to how it is presented on Wikipedia. Um, for the water park, I'm gonna skip 99% of the rides because I doubt any of them will be relocated. And these are all just my wishes or my ideas, so that's all I'm gonna say. Wild One, the trains are gonna be relocated, the ride is probably gonna be scrapped. And when I mean scrapped, I mean these rides are probably going to be put up for auction, or they're just going to be just bulldozed or whatever, because it's possible to relocate a wooden coaster, but there are lots of parks that could use a wooden coaster, but I don't know how many of them are going to buy this one. Professor Screamore, they did do a refurbishment, I think, recently, besides the new train, so of all of the Six Flags and Cedar Fair parks that don't have an inverted coaster, there's not many. I think it could get sent to Valley Fair, maybe replacing their Dinosaurs Alive area, their former Dinosaurs Alive. The park does have a impulse coaster, but they only have one looping coaster, and this would give them another looping coaster, and there's nothing like that in that area. Roar, the trains will get relocated. Joker's Jinx, people are saying the parts will get relocated. I'm going to be super optimistic and say it does get relocated. And I have two theories as to where it could go. It could go to Worlds of Fun, either as a new, either as an additional roller coaster, or maybe even replace Timberwolf, maybe? And I could also see it going to Six Flags Over Georgia. Yes, I know Six Flags Over Georgia just added Georgia Gold Rusher, but they did get rid of the go-kart, so if they were to expand, that would be probably a good place to expand it. Drake Chase, the kids coaster, I have no idea. Maybe Six Flags Darien Lake? Maybe I could see that, perhaps. And you're probably wondering, why would you send it to Darien Lake and there's going to be another one? Oh, wait, I'll get to this later. Superman Ride of Steel. People are saying the trains are going to get relocated. I'm going to be, again, super optimistic, and I'm going to relocate it to Six Flags St. Louis. It can start by Batman, and it can and with the L-shaped layout, kind of envelope Hurricane Harbor. Obviously, you can build through hypercoasters for water parks. Just look at Rebel or King's Dominion, what they did with Racer 75, or look at, I know that's not a hyper, or look at Cedar Point, what they did with Cedar Point Shores and Magnum. So you could put that there. I'm pretty sure that's flat land. I'm guessing. I'm just trying to be optimistic. Batwing, I feel this is going to be scrapped. Vekoma doesn't make this coaster type anymore, and there's no versions of this that exist currently, so this is the Flying Dutchman was a failed prototype, unfortunately. Firebird, It's tough for me because it was like my first major coaster that helped me get over my coaster phobia in 2002, but I think it's too small for it to be relocated. Who knows, maybe someone will buy it, but I'm more likely see the trains going to some former stand-up. Raging Cajun, their Wild Mouse, I feel that could go to Frontier City, and it can go in the former building of that Nightmare Mine Galaxy coaster that got removed, or maybe in the Sky Coaster location, or maybe somewhere else. Now, the reason why I'm suggesting Darien Lake and Frontier City is I would assume these parks have to have minimal capital. So I could see them adding these as like to fill the quota capital. Um so that so Six Flags can just write out those leases and get out of those contracts. If I were to guess, that would be my theory. Pirates Flight, that can be parts for Worlds of Fun's Flying Dutchman. The train ride, I parts, I guess. The carousel, this is tough because the carousel could be scrapped, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know, Michigan's Adventure or something. I'm sure there is a out there. Several, but can carousel to anybody. And anywhere else. Pirate, Pirates, or high sea, it could be located. So I don't know what the bumper. See that you system to replace, or maybe go to Over Georgia to replace their Kid Flash. The Cyclone. This one is tough because it was built in the 90s, but Ellie Bridge is still around and they still make this, so I could see this actually get relocated. Just a guess, but I could also see it get sold or just take parts for other scramblers. The antique cars, they'll probably get scrapped. The cars will probably go to some park. Insert park here. The teacups, I don't think they'll get relocated, but if they do, I don't know. I'm sure, I don't know, maybe Dorney Park, Worlds of Fun. I don't think they have adult teacups. I don't think Michigan's Adventure has adult teacups. So if they go somewhere, it could probably be to one of those. The Flying Carousel Wave Swinger, I could see that going to Worlds of Fun because they've never had one. The French Quarter Flyers Flying Scooters, I read somewhere that that Over Texas is gonna get 2 rides from Six Flags America. I could see them getting this as well as the Nebulas. However, I could also see Six Flags Magic Mountain getting these 2 flat rides as well, especially because they don't have flat rides there. Or they don't have a lot. The Roundup, that's gonna get removed. I'd be shocked if that got relocated within the chain. The drop tower, if it was a taller drop tower, I could maybe see it get relocated, but it's a shorter drop tower, so I doubt it's going to get relocated. So they'll probably just scrap it and use it for parts for the remaining Intamin drop towers. Harley or Wonder Woman Lasso of Truth, the Starflyer. I'm being selfish here, but Six Flags Great America never got a Starflyer, so I could see it going to Great America, or maybe even Six Flags Magic Mountain, perhaps? I could see that as well. Harley Quinn's Spinsanity, The Giant Discovery, um, maybe Worlds of Fun, but I could also see Valley Fair getting it. Sure, the Shoot the Shoots, the Rapids, and the Spinning Rapids. Okay, first of all, the Shoot the Shoots and Rapids, those parts are going to get relocated. I don't see them relocating the Shoot the Shoots. the dinosaurs, they'll probably get relocated maybe for a new ride. They can like revamp another Rapids ride or a log flume or something. And the spinning Rapids ride, I I think Six Flags New England got rid of theirs years ago, so uh, I don't know if Whitewater still makes this model, but I would assume it's going to get scrapped. The go-karts, those are going to get relocated. The Unfortunately, and the track will probably get scrapped. The kids rides, Six Flags Great America hinted that 2026 is going to be a new kids area. We don't have all of these kids rides, so I could see, in an ironic twist of fate, Six Flags America's kids rides coming to Six Flags Great America. And of course, the final one, the latest water coaster, Rip Curl Blaster. I would. I heard that Not Soak City in Buena Park is going to get some thematic and improvements. So that would so Rip Curl Blaster would be an easy addition to add to Not Soak City. So those are my predictions. I'm probably 100% wrong on all of these. I'd be shocked. Excluding the scrap or used for parts, excluding those, I would be I would be shocked if three of them turn out to be true, and if that's the case, heck yeah, I'm gonna gloat. Anyway, losing Six Flags America is tough. I went to the park in 2006. I probably will not be there for its final season, unfortunately. It's tough for me because Wild One was my 120th roller coaster back when I was a baby enthusiast. Also went to King's Dominion on that same trip. So, anyway, those are my wishes. That's all. I'm probably very wrong. Don't be too mean in the comments. Bye.